Have you ever wondered why some people can be so unbearably cruel, seemingly for no reason? It's just how they are. You would think maybe they're lacking love in their life, yet you wouldn't even think to love them. They're just so unbearably mean and nasty and rude, and it's hard to be around them. It's if they're lacking something essential that I found to be beyond love. I believe it's grace. Upon witnessing a lot of ugly behavior in my life, I wanted to understand where it comes from and if and how it can be forgiven. I wanted to find the tools within myself to inspire grace in others. My search for grace came out of facing a lot of unjust pain, realizing that it is caused by people lacking grace, and my desire to attain that ultimate, absolute grace. See, throughout my life, my spirit has been going through a series of testing, seemingly never ending. It's as if the higher power up there just slammed that testing button so hard it got stuck. It was my jam to overcome, but first I needed to identify it. See, as a baby, I was witnessing my mother being physically abused by her husband, my father, who would then proclaim his love to her. I got to be abused by him as well, and his mother, who had also wished my mother dead, quite literally. Then I got a little break, maybe. I got to live with my grandma by the sea, maybe experience a little bit of childhood, before it was time to go back to school, back to the city, and to my new abuser now, my stepdad. At this point, when I was 11 years old, I got to run away. I was gone for 12 hours. Nobody noticed. But on my runaway quest, I met an old man who didn't take advantage of me in any way. He actually convinced me to go home to my mom, to my baby brother, and that things will be okay eventually. That old man was my first encounter with grace. But for my returning safely then, I got to go through a myriad of traumas. Yet I lived to tell my story. Now I've been on my own nearly half of my earthly numbered life. And I've been seeking kindness beyond autonomy and safety throughout it all. I've met many different people in my path. Most claim to be just and successful and respected and kind and loved, yet they don't project it in their daily interactions with others. They claim to love, yet they don't show it, they don't glow it, even with innocent bystanders. But I know that I've seen that grace, not just in monks, but in people in all walks of life, just as I've seen hostility in nurses and ignorance in professors. I have seen grace in all, and that is what inspired me to learn to embody it. Despite being taught suffering most of my life, I chose to follow grace. to be inspired by beauty. And I hope to inspire you as well. Thank you.